Hi everyone, my name is Keith. I'm a machine expert with USACLEAN for 12 years, and this is the Sandia Spotter machine. In this video series, I'm going to show you some general maintenance that you can do yourself to keep your machine running at peak performance, and it will help minimize the cost and need of sending a service tech. So we have a damaged vac motor and we have to replace it. For the purpose of this video, we have removed the pump. First, what we're going to do is we're going to remove this ground wire right here from the vac motor using a Phillips head screwdriver. Alrighty, just like that. Now the next step we're going to do is we are going to remove the power wire from the vac switch right here. It's the bottom wire on your switch. Let's go ahead and unplug that. Just like that. And now there are 3 zip ties. As you can see, we need to cut those off. Okay, just like that. Now that's going to give us a little more play when we have to remove the vac motor. So now what we want to do is we're going to cut the other side of the power wire to the vac motor off of this butt connector. So you've got a black and a white wire. The black wire goes to the vac motor. We need to cut these off here. So now we can separate all the wiring. Okay, so our next step is we have to remove the 2 Phillips head screws. They are on opposite sides. That holds the vac motor to the machine. Next, we can take the vac motor and go ahead and remove it from the machine like so. Next step, since we have the vac motor right here, we've got to remove these 2, there's one on each side, 8mm screws that are holding the bracket to the vac motor. Now that the bracket is loose like that, we're going to take this plastic casing off the top part of our vac motor. Take a small flathead screwdriver by your carbon brushes. Unclip it and pry it up. Do that on both sides. Just like that. And now what we can do is we can take the plate, slide it right off the vac motor just like that. When you receive your new vac motor, it's going to come complete. So the first thing you need to do is take that plastic casing off the top, just like we showed you. And it's always a good idea that on the bottom side is your gasket and your screen. Go ahead and get a new gasket and get a new screen as well. So now that you have your new vac motor taken apart, go ahead and put your plate back on. Slide the wires through. Go ahead and line your holes up. Now get one side started. And now the other side. Okay, just like that. And now we can go ahead and tighten those back down. Now with the plate tightened back down, we're going to go ahead and put on the plastic cap top part of your vac motor. Just take that, line it up. Push it down. Boom, just like that. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna reinsert the back motor back into the machine with the bracket, the narrow side right here, pointed towards the switches. Come in at an angle and slide it back into place, lining up your holes. And now we're gonna tighten that bracket back down to the machine. So once we have the screws started, we're gonna go ahead and tighten them back down. Just like that. And now what we're gonna do is we are going to put our ground wire back onto the vac motor. Just like that. So our next step is we're going to cut the black wire and the white wire, power wire that we cut earlier, and add a new butt connector to them. So we're going to splice these two together. That. Now add your butt connector. Get your pair of crimpers and crimp it down. Just like that. And now what we can do is we can take the other power wire to the back motor and plug that back in to the bottom side of the switch. Just like that. So now what we can do is we can go ahead and zip tie the wires together that we had cut. Since we cut 3, might as well use 3. So that just keeps everything nice and neat in there. With the pump installed again, the next step in the back motor would be to go ahead and plug your power wires in back to the pump. Just like that. So the last and final step is we're going to take the bottom plate and put it back on the machine. Go ahead and take your screws, get them started, and then we're just going to tighten them back down. Just like that, and you're done. Once again, my name is Keith. For all the parts listed in today's video, plus thousands of diagrams and how-to repair guides, be sure to click the link in the description below, or visit us on the web at USACLEAN.com. Now, if you like what you watch, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe for future videos. Stay safe and thanks for watching.